praises every word and deed we do. When we walk together, hand in hand we stand, bearing light to darkness, guided by His plan. We bear the fruit of the gospel, love and joy shining bright. Peace that calms the restless, kindness through the night. Patience, goodness, faithfulness, self-control made strong. We bear the fruit of the gospel, singing heaven's song. Chains of doubt are broken, healing floods the land. Mercy walks beside us, strength held in His hand. Justice like a river, rolling life anew. All creation praises every word and deed we do. When we walk together, hand in hand we stand, bearing light to darkness, guided by His plan. We bear the fruit of the gospel, love and joy shining bright. Peace that calms the restless, kindness through the night. Patience, goodness, faithfulness, self-control made strong. We bear the fruit of the gospel, singing heaven's song.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Fruit of Gospel. I am your host of today, host Ochi, and I am not alone. So I've got the two co-hosts which are with me here. I've got my sister Sheila, and then I have brother Nathan. How you doing, guys?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
How was your week?
It was short.
Really?
No, sorry. It was long. The weekend is short.
Oh, I understand. Nathan, what about you?
Oh, I was waiting for this. I was waiting for the weekend because it was a long week.
Oh, mine was short too. I think. I've had a lot to do at work, and now weekend is too short too.
It is.
Yeah,
I think we need
like
a day between Saturday and Sunday.
We should have 8 days, but
Yes.
impossible. The Lord have decided for us to have 7 days. So welcome, guys. Today's show, our topic is one of the best one. I love this topic. It's too broad. We don't have that a lot of time, like enough much to talk about it. But with those few hours that or few minutes that we'll have, we'll discuss about this topic. So without taking much of your time, we are jumping into the topic.
Yes.
So our today's topic is validation versus self-esteem. How does it sound, guys?
It's a struggle for a lot.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it's a good topic.
Hearing validation.
Yes.
And then we move to self-esteem.
Come on.
Those are two broad, huge topic to discuss
Yes.
about, but we are combining them together as one this morning, and we're going to talk about it. So validation, what do you think, guys? What's validation with your own words?
Validation. Wanting to be accepted. Wanting people to clap for you. Wanting people to accept you. You seeking validation is kind of like, I think it goes hand to hand with self-esteem, because when you lack self-esteem, you are seeking validation for other people.
What do you think, Nathan?
She took my idea. She took it.
on.
It's like I think it in my mind. I'm like, oh, I got it. I know what to say. And then she said,
And then you're running out of your word.
it's like when you're in class, you're like, do you have the answer? Yes, but she took my answer.
Oh.
Okay, sure. You didn't study
Are you
it.
sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
There's no, the dog ate my homework.
So I have this from Wikipedia, which says that validation is an act or a process of confirming that a product, service, or system meets specified requirements and fulfills its intended purpose. And then I try to summarize it on my own words. I say that validation is the act of acknowledging and accepting self or another person's thoughts and feelings. So meaning that your own and somebody else's feelings.
yes.
So what they think about you versus who you think about yourself.
Who
That's
you
what
are
we see
and- yes.
validation. So we're going to deep more into validation after these short videos, and then we'll move to our next topic. See you guys. So we're talking about Foundation Impact Benson Gabriel Malanda. It's based in Kinshasa, guys, and we'll talk more about it after. We'll just leave you with the spirit of wanting to know more about that. Let's jump into validation. What do you think are some of the challenges in validation? Like they say, disadvantages, what is bad about that validation, especially when it's expecting somebody to validate you and your own validation.
I'll let Nathan go first.
Yeah,
so
before
he
they
won't
can
say that
say-
I stole his idea.
Okay, so I would say that the negatives about it is that when we do so much hard work, we do like, let's say for example, you're at work, you're working so hard to get this promotion, working so hard to get validation from your boss or validation from someone so you can get noticed, so they know, okay, this person's doing hard work. I feel like with doing all these things, with seeking validation, it's a bad thing because then how can I word it? It will cloud your judgment a little bit. It will cloud it a little bit. It would, because when you all you want is validation, you don't care about nobody else's feelings. You just want to be noticed. You want to be seen.
Yes. And to add to that, I would say also that seeking validation can also cloud, as he said, it will cloud your judgment, and it can also hurt your self-esteem. Because, for example, I'll give you an example that he gave. You're at work, you're doing your work, and then you see other people are being elevated or other people are getting validation. All of a sudden, you don't get anything. And it hurts you because then you're like, oh, I can't, that means that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, or I need to do better. And you start competing with others, and you start not, feeling like you're not measuring up to others, and you lose your self-esteem in the work that you're doing. You want people to clap for you. So it means that the work that you're doing, you're not doing out of your heart, but you're doing it so you can please others. When you take it now to ministry or in church, as this is a Christian, show, of course, we all Christians. So in a church, the pastor doesn't clap for you, or he doesn't say, hey, good job, Nathan, good job, Ochi. And so you're like, well, the pastor doesn't like me, or this and that. So you are now not working to please God, and you're not doing the work for God, but you're doing things so that man can clap for you, so that God, man can validate you, basically, And as the word said, like, for example, if Jesus Christ, if he was validated by other people or wanted people to validate him, he will not be the Jesus Christ that we are talking about, today, because like he will not have accomplished everything. But again, there's some people that clap for him, but yet the same people who clap for him say crucify him. So wanting to be validated is really not, it's something that we need to stay away from. Of course, that's not saying that we shouldn't accept people to say, hey, good job. It's always good to hear that. Good job. You did a great job. But that should not be your motivation to do things or to serve God. So, yes.
Actually, I like that. And I have a verse here in Galatians 1:10 that says that, for am I now seeking the approval of men
Yes.
or of God? Are we trying to seek approval of men or of God as a Christian? Because we are trying to educate ourselves
Yes.
and educate others too.
Yes.
But when we are working every single day, when you wake up, your daily activities, what are what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Are you trying to look for somebody to validate you, or you are trying to look for God to validate
Come
you
on.
so that your day move forward? Because the more God validates you, the more you move, and
Yes.
everybody is going to validate you because God already did it.
Yes.
So one of the negative thing about validation is it can destroy your mental. It can destroy your physical.
Yes.
Like your life can be diminished because somebody did not validate you according to your expectation.
Yes.
So stop expecting validation from other people.
Yes.
This is one of the things that might lead you to depression and then to low esteem,
Yes.
to a lot of bad things. And then talking about that, we are jumping into self-esteem after these short videos, guys. Stay tuned.
Aujourd'hui, venez voir comment il m'a fait du bien.
Oui, madame, papa, météo, next 5 minutes. Des semaines seulement, va passer pas faire des années de compliment. Yango yo ebimi déjà. Bon voyage à vous. Awa na chance évidemment, makambo nyonso pesa na rapidité parce que la solution est visa nyonso tout awa ezali na pub gama vraiment ba passeport na bino yango yo ebimi ba visa na bino yango yo ebimi tozo pesa visa ya Dubai, ya Europe, ya États-Unis, Canada, Chine, pourquoi pas awa en Afrique ba visa na bino surtout yango ebimi papa météo na c'est confiance. Fib Gama Agency, et ça caractère pour la visa. Fib Gama Agency, et ça fait transfert à Bongo partout dans le coin du monde. Fib Gama Agency, et ça partout na Chine, Angola, na coin non surtout il y a monde vraiment montagne non surtout aux Anango, au côté ah on a Fib Gama et sa solution. Fib Gama Agency, et des solutions pour na conteneur na bino MCU, colis partout vraiment Chine, Kinshasa, Angola, Kinshasa, vraiment, bon voyage à vous. Merci maman. Bandeko surtout besoin de biso vraiment boya awa na agence Fibgama les amis awa les meubles autour local vendé na commune ya Gombe so comme quand les meubles autour retourni local vendé okuta mama chancel za awa na koyamba bino na za vraiment na beto na bino
Fibgama adresse ezakaka moko immeuble autour local vendé awa place masolo ezali agence Fibgama solution pour la
Nathan, to you.
Okay, attention business owners. The Fruit of the Gospel is offering advertising opportunities for companies who want to grow their company and reach us while supporting a kingdom mission. Our weekly show connects with a faith-based community that values truth, family, and positive impact. By partnering with us, your business gains visibility, plays a role in spreading the gospel. If you want to reach us, just email us at thefrogshow2024@gmail.com, and together we can make a difference.
Thank you, Nathan. So we're moving to our next subject, which is self-esteem. Please, guys, I'll ask you to breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. How did you feel?
I feel good, I feel good.
So
He
tell
feels
us
really
about
good.
the self-esteem.
Yes.
That's actually what we are jumping into, self-esteem. How did you feel when you breathe in and then when you let go?
And let God.
That's a good question. But I guess I feel good, It felt like all the stress went up and then it went out when I blew.
Yes.
I don't know. But it is.
Oh, yes. It helps because sometimes You know, when you breathe in, you breathe in the how can I put it? The air, the positivity, and you let out negativity. So yes.
So we're coming back to our self-esteem. So guys, self-esteem. This is one of the things that it can lead you to any negativity in your life if you don't believe in yourself. That's why it says self-esteem. How do you worth yourself? What do you need to do? You have to evaluate.
Yes.
You weigh, and then you let it go.
Yes.
That's how we deal with God. You evaluate the situation. So we're talking about validation, and we combine it with self-esteem. And I think validation is a stem of self-esteem.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you need self-esteem for you to move on into validation.
Yes.
Because if you have your self-esteem, you believe in yourself, that the things that you do, what you can do, how you value yourself, that's what determines the validation that you will give to yourself or what people will give to you. I don't know if you guys...
I agree because if you lack self-esteem, then you basically giving room for people to have a say so on your life and on who you are. So having that self-esteem, it's like a stamp. You know who you are. You know, nobody can tell you that you are this when you are not. You know your identity. So having self-esteem is so important because when you have strong self-esteem, see, some people will how can I put it, will put self-esteem when they're thinking about self-esteem and also like being humble, and they're like, oh, when you're humble and everything, people will say, oh, you don't have self-esteem. It's not that. It's just that I'm humble enough. Or some people will, say, I have self-esteem. They are proud and they say, I have self-esteem. No, you're proud.
Yes.
So you have to be able to distinguish between the two. And a lot of people don't know how to distinguish it. Proudfulness and self-esteem is two different things. So yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
You're
but
good.
at the same time, I feel like sometimes when we feel so down, we feel like we've been working so hard, but we're seeking validation, but in a good way, but sometimes we're like, oh, I'm doing so much hard work. Why am I not getting noticed? But it takes that one person, a manager, a fellow coworker, to say, hey, man, you've been doing really good, man. I just want to tell you that. You've been doing really good. I just keep up the good work. And that motivates someone's self-esteem. Just be like, okay, someone notices me. Someone knows who acknowledges my hard work. Let me keep up the good work.
So I like that you say that, but to me, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but for me, that's validation, seeking validation. Because if you are doing and you're waiting for someone to tell you that you're doing something great, something good, then you are seeking validation. It goes back to the first point that we talked about earlier. So, wanting or seeking validation.
But what if it's like, I'm confident, I know what I'm doing, I know I'm doing hard work, but then you're not seeking validation, but someone just comes to you randomly, man, you're doing so good, man, you're doing so good. Keep up the good work. And you're like,
then that would be
thank
great.
you. That's what I meant,
That's to your self-esteem.
Exactly.
It's
It adds,
more,
yes.
you'll be like,
Adding more.
oh yeah, I believed in myself. I knew I could do it, and somebody
did it.
saw actually
Exactly.
what I did. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have my sister Valerie who just texted me. She has this. She said that I think that validation is necessary when you are learning, but not all from God. So secondly, if she gave an example, let's say if she sent an employee to represent her somewhere, and that employee has a self-low esteem, so do you think validation is one of the things that we encourage that employee?
Yes, I think it is, because if you are a boss and you see that you notice that your employee has low self-esteem issue, it's your job now I think that's to make you a great leader. you will motivate her, you will validate her in order to boost her esteem. Because sometimes we see people who have low self-esteem,
Yes.
and we just leave them and we're like, oh, they just have low self-esteem. But how can you boost that person? You know, you can, maybe that person is seeking someone to believe in her in order for her to believe in herself as well. It's kind of like a boost, you know, like a child. As a parent, if my child is, you know, like, for example, I'll give an example of Nathan when he was growing up. You know, some people, some friends, they will be mean. They'll be like, oh, you're like this, you're like that. And he comes back home and he's like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. And the way that I motivate him is like, you're smart, you're very smart. So, you know, when they tell you that, just tell them, I am not stupid, I am smart. Tell them, you know, this is not who I am this. And by doing that, he grew up with that self-esteem, you know, presence of knowing that, okay, I am good. You know, I am not stupid. I am not that. I can play basketball. I can do that. You know, I remember a short story. I went to pick him up in middle school.
No, Mom,
yes.
please. No,
Yes,
I don't like that story. I don't like that story. Because, no.
See, now I really have to say it because I think the viewers want to hear.
No, not this story, please.
So I went to pick him up from school. You know, he had basketball tryouts, you know, in middle school. And I go and, you know, I pick him up and he's coming and he's like, you know, moody and everything. And he's sitting in the front seat. And I just looked at him. I was like, what's wrong with you? What's, you know, pourquoi tu boudes? Meaning, why are you?
I'm not booting.
And he said,
I like
he
that.
looked at me. He said, "I'm not booting." So I didn't know whether I should laugh.
Yeah, because you might actually make him feel less.
Exactly, because then he's already feeling bad. You know, he's losing self-esteem, and then me laughing will make it even worse.
Yeah.
So I just had to, you know, sit down, take a deep breath like we did earlier, and I said, Nathan, you know, Michael Jordan was, you know, rejected so many times, and now he's one of the best basketball players of all time. So it boosted his, you know, self-esteem. So as, you know, to go back to what the caller or the texter in this case said, you know, as an employee, you must validate your employer. As an employer, you must validate your employee because it's very important, especially if you notice that they lack self-esteem.
So if we take it in the context of work, we'll talk about external validation because we all need an external validation from work so that we know that we are doing better or we are sinking. So when you get validation from work, that's something. And then when we take it as a Christian, if we have to take it, we get validation from God. The pastor doesn't have to validate you for you to know that you are working through Christ's word. No, you have to know your relation between you and your God, and you will know that God is validating what you are doing because you're actually following what he's telling you. So guys, for validation, we know we have two key points, external and internal. External, which comes from people, and internal, which comes from within.
Yes.
So you have to decide which one do you value most, kind of like giving you trauma or it's leading you to depression because you need to wait for somebody's validation for you to leave.
Yes.
So you have to make sure it doesn't come to that for you to be in a good relation with yourself, God, and people.
Yes.
So we're going to go deep into that.
Before we move, I wanted to also make a point that inner validation is important because you evaluate yourself, where you are, what you're doing, am I doing, you know, thing. And I think what we're talking about as being the negative is the outer validation, outside validation, seeking people to validate you. But you must validate yourself, you know, within. And so many times we seek validation, even in social media. You post a video, how many likes do I have? Oh my gosh, I only have 5 likes, you know, and you remove the video or something because you're seeking validation, and it, you know, because of that you stop eating, or you eat too much, and you start, you know, feeling like I need to lose so much weight and this and that. If you want to lose weight, that's fine. It should be on you, not because of what people say or what, because you don't want to, you know, as I was gonna call you Ruth. I don't know why.
I'm Ruth, and Boaz is somewhere.
That's another story for another day. But yes,
So, Sister Sheila, that laugh is too deep.
Yes, because I want to hear about the Boaz.
Okay.
We need more story, backstory.
We haven't come into that yet. We're still in validation and self-esteem.
Yes, but like you said, if you're waiting for people to validate you and they don't, it can cause you to have mental illness, like what is it called, depression and other things, and being sick and things like that. So you don't want to do that. But I just wanted to add to what you said.
Oh, thank you so much. And I think the example of Nathan, actually Valerie sent also, she said that, and then kids growing up, they need validation from parents to grow onto who they are. And then say, like she also say, in marriage, it is really important that parents validate significant other prior to marriage. So meaning that I think parents, when the husband or the future husband has to come see the parent to discuss about marriages. Some parents, we know, when as soon as they look at you, they're just like, no, not
No
this
way.
guy. Even if it's a guy who brings a woman, they'll say, no, not this lady. You don't even know the person. Just maybe the look, you validate that person by saying no. So that negativity sometimes lead to a lot of things in marriage or in friendship or at work. So we all need validation, but depending on the context on when and where you would need validation for. Let validation not lead you into depending on people, because we are human beings. We lead into leaning in one side of the truth instead of believing in the whole truth. So when you lead only in one side, I don't know. I don't know. Because even myself, sometimes I used to wait for people validation. The moment I decided not to wait for validation from others, I started to value myself and say that if God validates me, then it means that I am worthy. Then what I would do according to God's will is good for me. So it's not easy to get out of validation from others. But when you decide, the first step you make, including God in it, you're going to move, guys. And
that is so true, because and that's where you knowing your identity comes in. Because when you know your identity in God, then you will know not to seek validation from everyone. Of course, we want to hear good things about ourselves. We want to hear that we did great. But if somebody says something negative, we shouldn't allow it to interfere with our lives or our self-esteem, because then it will be an issue. Again, I want to really put a focus on not allowing people to break you and to bring down your self-esteem and to cause you to get sick and things like that. It's very important to really know who you are, because it's very important.
Yes, and I got a say again from my sister Edith, who says that there are marriage couples that always wait validation from their friends or their parents, which is not something you have to do when you are married. It's you, your wife, your spouse, and God. That's it. So if you wait for validation, you work things together. I'm not going to go deep into that because I don't have experience, but just what I know from marriage is a sacred word. So if God is in it, you guys will move deeper into it. Don't wait for validation for anybody else.
Boaz, take note.
Oh, yes. We're going to meet you guys after these short videos. Stay tuned.
I tell you, this is how to get married, and I repeat this because you are not doing it. This is how to get married. You see a man you like, don't move around and go like, hey, that brother. Just go there with your Bible nicely, say, can I talk to you? Say, yes, sister. This, what prophet was saying, I did not understand. Don't leave the church early. No, wait for the brother. Then you see the man is like, yes, yeah, in this verse it means this and it means this. Say, okay, let me get my notes. Go write notes as he's talking. When he's about to finish, don't finish. Say, my mother is waiting for me. We'll finish on the phone.
Thank you, guys. We're back. We are back. We are back. So, as you know, we had two key difference on validation and self-esteem, which we have internal and external. So, external is about people, and internal is about yourself. That's why the self-esteem comes. So, I want to know, guys, how do you see this new generation living into validation and self-esteem?
I would say, since you guys were when
Watch yourself.
wait, let me hear this. When social media was coming up, so I must be, but I would say that in my generation, it's getting worse, but it was growing as I was younger. That people more and more were seeking validation, where they want more followers, they want more likes, they're doing all these type of stuff just to get attention, and they don't do it for themselves. They'll go, oh, look at me, I'm at the gym working out. And yeah,
It's like a business, they're making money, or they just want people to like praise them.
yeah, but some people do it for the good reasons.
Okay.
When they're working out, they show people, okay, look, this is what you do if you want to lose this. If you want to lose this, I don't know why I pointed here, but yes, if you want to go like this or like this, but
Or if you want to have 6 packs.
I don't want 6-pack, man. That's too much work. That means I can't enjoy the good food. I can't enjoy good food.
Jollof rice.
Jollof rice, yes.
So let's say validation in the social media for those people, those that are doing advertisement, or those that are teaching, or those that are coaching, and those that are coming like to look for problems. How do you define that? Let's see the good and the bad in the social media.
I would say that validating those type of people is important, because it's like we motivating.
Yes.
We are motivating them. So, and it's, you're telling them, great job, keep going. You move. If maybe, they feel like, I'm going to give up because maybe I only had 1 like, or there's only 1 follower. But by you motivating them and, and things like that, and validating them, I don't know why I can't speak today, but, you encouraging them, to continue to do it. And because it is hard, starting, for example, a podcast, it is hard, by the way, to validate us, like, click, and share.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Yes. So, yes. So, you are motivating them to continue. You are telling them that it is hard, but we are backing you. We have your back. We got you, But it's bad when it's personal thing and you're doing it because you just want people to see that can I say? You are, I don't know, making money, or you are doing this because you want people to say you are beautiful. Oh my gosh, you have the prettiest smile and things like that, And but I think it's very important to just back our people that are doing it for the right reason. And even when it comes to ministries, when it comes to businesses, startup businesses, it's very hard. I mean, it's a hard knock life. It's really hard. So let's validate those type of people.
I think I like that, because what I would say is those people that go on social media and they want to advertise, or they want to be coaching, or they want to do something great, that's a self-esteem that they have built in themselves. They decided to go, they say, no, I am capable of doing this. And when they show up on those social media, they don't get likes, they don't get viewers, they don't get people to boast them. It's kind of like make them feel low.
Yes.
So when you see your friend, your colleagues, or anybody who's doing such work in a good way, because they just want to make money, they don't want to be lazy.
Exactly.
Imagine you have a friend who always come and ask you for money every single day.
Yes.
Even the Bible says, teach people how to go fish.
Yes.
So they know how to do it, and tomorrow they won't come back to you and ask you every single day.
Yes.
Even a parent get tired, although it's their right to take care of the kids, but sometimes they get tired because they don't see see the will. When somebody has a will, validation from us in that sense is a good thing.
It is.
Let's
It is.
validate them, encourage them, like,
Yes.
subscribe, and even send hearts or likes
Yes.
as they do. Of
Yes.
course, they are getting rich because they have that. My
Yes.
dear, what you're doing is a good act.
Yes. And you have people, for example, we talked about like the gym, people, working
Yeah.
out. By them doing that, they are motivating someone else who probably felt
Yes.
like, maybe you see someone who's big boned and they are working out, and somebody else who's also big and they're like, oh, there's no point. But when they see someone else doing it, they're like, oh, you know what? I can do it too.
Yes.
Or you have some people that are, saying, I went through this, I struggle with this, and this is what helped me out and everything. Someone else that listens and will be like, you know what? I'm going through this. I felt like giving up. But that person, you don't want to validate anyone. And that person will not be able to see the video or whatever. So let's help each other out. Let's make things, our videos, those type of people go viral. Let's make good things go viral instead of bad things.
Yes, yes. I like the end which says good things
Yes.
go viral.
Yes.
And guys, to understand validation also, it says here that validation does not mean agreeing or approving. So when your best friend, your friend, or a family member makes a decision that you really don't think is wise, validation is a way of supporting
Yes.
them. How? And strengthening them the relation while maintaining a different opinion with love.
Yes.
So you see them validating something which is wrong. It doesn't mean that you have to separate yourself from them. You don't have to be friends anymore, or you don't have to be brothers anymore because they always make bad decisions. They always validate wrong things. No. What are you doing to help them out so that they can see that validation can also be a good thing? They can think wise, and then they can be positive.
Yes.
So we need that in today's world. We need people that validate good things and those that encourage others that. Because some people might just be, they don't know how even to validate.
Yes.
Even when they see something good, they don't know how to encourage.
Yes.
So some other people can be able to be, that person really did something good. As long as they see a person next to them who always validate others, people's work, and then they're just like, why I cannot say it? You see one of your friends wearing a nice wig, you don't say, oh, you look beautiful on that wig. Oh, you look beautiful on that dress.
Yes.
Things like that makes people feel, the more
Exactly.
you do it, the more you see positivity.
Yes.
And when you have positive energy,
Yes.
trust me, you will love it and everything will
Yes.
be clear.
Yes.
Oh, my
It's very important. I remember, I have an awesome brother. Keep that in mind on my birthday. But he, so many times I made so many mistakes. That's my oldest brother, and made so many mistakes. And he will come and he will be like, I'm tired. I'm not giving you any more, like, I'm not telling you anything else because you don't want to listen and things like that. And then he comes back again and he was like, listen. In my heart, I'm like, didn't you say you didn't want to? But he's like, you need to be wise in this way, you made that decision, but you should have made this decision for the next time. Make sure you do this and that.
That's love.
That's love. And I was thinking about it when you were talking, and I'm like, that's basically, he was validating me.
Yes.
And I didn't even realize that he was doing it, and he did it out of love. And because of that, so sometimes when I do something, I'm like, okay, in this case, how would he do it? I call him the wise one. But again, remember me on my birthday and Christmas.
So I have a question for you guys. A question coming from Valerie. What would be your advice for someone who has low self-esteem? And how do they overcome it?
I would say to overcome it or to go through to boost to boost it, I would say watch motivational videos or watch something that will motivate you to be better. Watch anyone who, not anyone, because some of them do it the wrong way, but watch good videos that will motivate you. Like for me, if I'm feeling down, I'm feeling like my self-esteem is bad, I look at motivational videos, or it will just pop up on my For You page on TikTok. I'll just look at it and it will motivate me. It boosts my self-esteem. I say, you know what? That's right. let me go ahead and do this. Let me go and put in the work.
For me, I will also say that I love the motivation videos. I know that lately I've been listening to a lot of Miles Monroe videos, and it's motivate. You know, like after I finish watching it, I feel like I can conquer the world. You know, and I also, you know, spend time in the Word. Spend time in the Word, because that's a great validation right there. You know, and also watching preaching, watching things like, for example, if you are in the gardening, for example, watch things like that can boost, you know, like that can something that's what would I say, that you like, you know, something that can connect with you. Watch other people doing what you feel like it's what is it called, you know, it will lift you up. If you are if it's losing weight, for example, you feel like, oh, I'm too big, I need to lose weight and everything. Watch how people overcame, you know, obesity. Watch if it's, oh no, I need to, you know, I'm not married, and watch videos of people who went through what you went through. Things like that will help you get out of that situation, that, you know, and things like that. If you are scared of being in front of a camera, you know, watch people or video yourself, you know, take a phone and record yourself. You don't have to post it if you don't want to, but that will help you out. And don't just stay in that moment and just soaking in a corner. Don't ever do that.
I would take it from there. I love the word thing, but let's say, because we know we have Christian and non-Christian. So you can be a Christian. If you're a Christian, to me, what I do is I go into God's word, and then sometimes I listen to gospel music, like the worship and praise. I start singing and I speak to God. I talk to him. I'm like, I'm feeling low. I don't have this self-esteem into this situation. All my life, I feel like, you know, you talk to God. And if you can see somebody that you think that person has like a self-esteem, a high one, you can talk to people. Like some people like to have a coach or a mentor or somebody they can trust. If you are not that kind of people, talk to God. But if, let's say, you are not a Christian and you feel low, you have always have a low self-esteem, if there's no friend next to you that you can talk to, because sometimes talking to somebody always help out. If you don't feel like even making that first step, if you have a phone, you have a TV, you have a laptop, you can watch videos about people that lived the same thing that you lived, or something similar to yours. It's going to help you out. Because I also know I have a friend who doesn't believe in God, but when he talks to me, I cannot say I wouldn't love that person because he doesn't believe in God. No, he's a human being like me. He feels like low. He has a low self-esteem sometimes, so I have to be there and to encourage him. Like, I'm like, you don't like pictures? Sometimes I just take a snap picture and I'm like, chaka. Then I go with it and then I start showing him. I'm like, you see this picture? This is you. Then he's like, you know, it doesn't feel good about himself, but I always encourage him. I'm like, you are good, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are clever, you can do things. So I always encourage him and I validate him because I want to push him to believe in himself, guys.
And also, just short thing, I went through that, like not having self-esteem, because I felt like, there's nothing that I'm doing that's good. This is that. And, you know, that it was also connected to depression that I went through. But one word that always brought me up is the word that's in the Bible. It says, I am beautifully and wonderfully made. I kept on repeating that. I am beautiful. So every time until today, sometimes when I feel like my self-esteem is going down, I'm like, Sheila, you are beautifully and wonderfully made.
Amen.
And that always helps me.
Take it from Psalm 139:14 says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Everything is in the Bible.
Amen.
You just have to read, concentrate, and give it to God. We are coming back after this short commercial. See you guys. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back, guys. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the commercial we just watched about the foundation. It's based in Kinshasa at Avenue de la Presse, immeuble Beautour, local 22C, Gombe, Croisement, Colonel, et Béa. And the phone number is +243 8343 54845. So the foundation is Fondation Impact Benson Gabriel Malanda. I hope you guys go check it out because those people do a really good job. You won't be
Validate
disappointed.
them.
Yes, validate them. So thank you guys because we are almost dropping down. And I have this, guys. What advice would you give to anybody who needs validation and doesn't have self-esteem? Like, let's say they really even don't have it, not even a low self-esteem, like it's zero self-esteem.
That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. I would say, first, surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people who have high self-esteem because it's contagious. Because when you are around people who are always, who know who they are and stuff, they can contaminate you to feeling the same way. Surround yourself with people who knows the value of people. Meaning, if, without you doing much effort, they can validate you. Surround yourself with things that will keep you motivated to do things. Keep yourself motivated. But most of all, again, the word. And repeat those words that we just read in the Bible. I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
I am because when you keep on repeating that, you will begin to believe that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Because everything that God makes is good. When God created everything, at the end, he was like, it is good. When he created, it is good.
Yes.
So there's nothing that God made that is not good. So you are beautifully and wonderfully made. So always repeat yourself. Repeat that. Look at yourself in the mirror. Repeat it. I am beautifully and wonderfully made. And just keep on watching motivational, videos. And like Sister Rose said, I'm calling her every name today. So every name that I know and that I don't know, like Ruth. But just watch. You need to know what makes you happy, what boost your ego or your esteem. I'm sorry, not ego but esteem. Watch praise songs and dance like there's no tomorrow. Worship, things like that. When you are in that, you will feel like the Lord is all the validation that you need, really. And God can give you the identity, because he's the only one that can really give you the identity that you need, that you have. And you just need to unlock it. I think sometimes that's what it is, that we need to unlock it. But by doing those things, for me, I believe that will help you so much.
I would say, for me, the best advice I can give to someone who is around my age, I would just say, thank God for the littlest things. When you wake up, you just say, God, thank you for waking me up. I know you got big plans for me. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Just say, I'm great. I'm going to be the best person I am today. And just be like, no matter what I'm feeling right now, I know that God's blessings is soon to come.
Okay, guys, I will give you Isaiah 43 verses 4, which says that since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you,
Yes.
I will give people in exchange for you, nations in exchange for your life.
Yes.
So you understand how God validates,
Yes.
values you. It
Yes.
gives you more worth.
Yes.
He can give nation and he will give things for your life.
Yes.
So if Jesus, God, can do that for you, what are you waiting for to validate yourself
Yeah.
and have a high esteem?
Yes.
You need that.
Yeah.
And for you to understand that, you need to go dwell in the word
Yes.
and let God guide you.
Yeah.
So
So the way
guys,
he loves us so much,
Yes.
it's, like he will leave the 99 just for one.
Just
and you
for
are that
one.
one. That he will leave everyone else. He will leave everything
He
just
will
for you.
leave the 99, always for the one. Yes, guys.
Yeah, I know that
Don't
song.
mind my voice.
So you know that song, you can also sing for us.
Come on, we need the bass.
No. I can sing, but not anymore. Maybe in the shower. You have a microphone.
Where you have, you have your mixer there, the sound of the echoes and everything.
You have yourself, you're the soloist, you're the backup singer. But yes, he will leave the 99 just for you.
Yes.
So don't ever believe that you are less than, because you are not. Jesus loves you. He sent his son. The Lord loves you. He sent his son for you. So you are validated by the Most High God, and he is the one that matters the most.
We validate you too. We encourage you to have self-esteem.
Yes.
And don't forget, guys, for those that have businesses, we validate your business and we are ready to advertise for them so that you can have more followers and that you can grow your business internationally. So we are there for you guys. Don't forget, to contact us on this number that is below, like +1 682 558 0643. I will repeat that, +1 682 558 043. Don't forget to contact us for the advertisement or for any topic that you have, or if you would love to be our guest, we would love to have you here on our platform so that you express yourself and educate yourself about your experience, your life, and give advice. It has been a pleasure to have you today, guys, to be with you together on this platform today about validation and self-esteem. We pray that the Lord guide you and keep you safe and work with you and give you the strength to have self-esteem and give you the will to validate yourself, your work, and everybody around you by love and everything. So we're gonna meet next time. See you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Comment il m'avait du bien.
Oui, madame, papa, vidéo, next 5 minutes. Des semaines, c'est moi, bah, passer pas plein de ça, le compliment. Yango, yo, et bimi déjà. Bon voyage à vous. Awa na agence Bigama, makambo nyonso pe za na rapidité parce que la solution est ba visa nyonso tout awa ezali na Bigama vraiment ba passeport na bino yango yo ebimi ba visa na bino yango yo ebimi tozo pesa visa ya Dubai, ya Europe, ya États-Unis, Canada, Chine, pourquoi pas awa en Afrique ba visa na bino so tout yango ebimi papa metoyo na 5 confiance. Bigama agence et ça caractère pour la visa. Bigama agence et ça fait transfert à Bongo partout dans le coin du monde. Bigama agence autoroute na Bongo na yo partout na Chine, Angola, na coin surtout ya monde vraiment montagne surtout aux anango au côté da ah on a fait Bigama et ça solution. Bigama agence et des solutions pour na ba conteneur na bino MCO ba colis partout vraiment Chine, Kinshasa, Angola, Kinshasa vraiment bon voyage à vous. Merci maman. Bandekona surtout dans la biso vraiment boya awa na agence Bigama les amis awa les meubles autour local vendé na commune ya Gombe so comme les meubles autour retourni local vendé okuta mama chancel ça awa na boya babino na za vraiment na besoin na bino
Bigama après ces akaka encore immeuble autour local vendé awa place masolo ezali agence Bigama solution pour la
Doubt are broken, healing floods the land. Mercy walks beside us, strength held in his hand. Justice like a river, rolling life anew. All creation praises every word and deed we do. When we walk together, hand in hand we stand, bearing light to darkness, guided by his plan. we bear the fruit.